Good morning, Primary 2. How are you today? Hope all of you are great and everything is okay. Today we are going to explain a new chapter, chapter 4, which is talking about the commutative property, decomposing two digits in ones and tens by decomposing maths, add two-digit numbers without regrouping. Let's go to the first lesson together. Let's go. Commutative property. Can you remember what the meaning of the commutative property that we took last year? Commutative property mean I can change the order of the number. We can use this property only on the addition. I can change the order of the items when I make the addition. I can do it only on the addition. I can't make it on subtraction. Again, we can use this property in addition, which means I can change the order of the numbers or the order of the addends and have the same answer. For example, here I have 2 plus 5. If I change the order of the numbers, if I put 5 first, then 2 second, like 5 plus 2, it gives us the same answer, which is 7. 2 plus 5 equals 5 plus 2, which is 7. This is called commutative property. To be cleared, let's go to the examples. Let's go. Complete the massing. Here we have the first question. 3 plus 6. 3 plus 6 equals what by using the commutative property? So we mentioned before, I can change the order of the number. Here 3 is first, so I can put 3 second, then 6 first. Excellent. So it can be 6 plus 3. So 3 plus 6 equals 6 plus 3 by the commutative property. Again, we can use the commutative property and the addition. We can do it on subtraction. Number E, what plus 9 equals 9 plus 7? If I will put 7 first plus 9, now I will make it by the commutative property, so I'm going to write 7 first. So 7 plus 9 equals 9 plus 7. It gives me the same answer. Number I, 8 plus 10 equals what by using the commutative property? If we change the order of the addends, so it will be 10 plus 8. Excellent, great job. 10 plus 8. You can make it directly without arrows. For example, 13 plus 4. So if I need to make it by the commutative, I change the order. Excellent. So it will be 4 plus 13. So guys, all of you understand what the meaning of the commutative? Commutative mean I can change the order of the numbers or change the order of the addends and give me the same answer. Let's go to another lesson, which is decomposing two digits in ones and tens. Decomposing two digits in ones and tens. When we compose two digits, we have to write the number with its value. In decomposing, we have to write the number with its value. And be careful, in tens we add 1 0 as usual, and in ones we didn't have any zeros. For example, here 57. If I need to decompose it by its value, so 5 it will be on the tens, so I will put 0, so it will be 50. And what about 7? 7 in the ones, so I'm going to write 7 as it is. So this is called decomposing math. Decomposing math means I will decompose the number by its value. I will decompose the numbers by its value. Let's go to the exercise to be cleared. Decompose the number to ones and tens by using decomposing math. 25. So what is the first step? I'm going to write TO. Excellent. In decomposing math, I'm going to write the number by its value, like the expanded form. Exactly like the expanded form. So here 2 and the tens, so I will write 2 and 1 0 because tens we add 1 0. And what about 5? I will write 5 as it is without adding any zeros. What about the place value math? I will represent them by modeling. So here We mentioned before that in tens I will represent the tens by the rectangle bars. I will represent the ones by what? By small squares. So here I have 2 on the tens. So how many rectangle bars do we have? Excellent. 2. 2 rectangular bars. And how many small square on the ones? Excellent. 5. So I'm going to draw 5 dots. I think it's too easy. So this form is called decomposing math, and this form is called what? Place value math. Place value math, I represent the number by the modeling. I represent the numbers by drawing. So it's called the place value math. 49, let's represent it by decomposing math. Let's go. 49. So what are the first step? I'm going to write TO. How can I decompose it by decomposing math? So I'm going to write the number by its value. Excellent. So 4 on the tens, it will be 40. Great job. And what about 9? It will be 9 as it is without adding any zeros. Let's make it by place value math. So I'm going to represent the number by modeling. Here I have 4 on the tens. So I'm going to draw 4 rectangular bars. Great job. And what about the 9? I'm going to draw 9 ones, so 9 small squares. Great job. So now I represent the number by the decomposing math and place value math. This is called decomposing math. This form is called decomposing math, and this form is called place value math. Let's go to the last one. Here, 88. So what the first step? I'm going to write TO. 8 on the tens. By decomposing math, I'm going to write it by its value. So I'm going to write it 8 and 0 because we are in the tens. And what about the ones? I'm going to write 8 as it is without adding any zeros. So this form is decomposing math. What about the place value? I'm going to represent it by the modeling. Here I have 8 tens, so I'm going to draw 8 rectangle bars. Great job. And what about the ones? Also I have 8 small squares. I think it's too easy to complete the rest of the page. Let's go to another lesson, which is add 2 digits without regrouping. Add 2 digits without regrouping. So we have 2 ways only. We have decomposing math and we have place value math, and now we all of you differentiate the difference between the decomposing math and the place value math. How can I add 2 digits plus 2 digits? In the last year, when we add 2 digits plus 2 digits, we start adding with the ones. Is it right? Yes, we start adding with the ones home. For example, here I have 53 and 42. Let's do it by the decomposing math first. So I'm going to write TO. 53, so I'm going to write 50 plus 3. Tens and ones. 42, it's going to be 40 plus 2. And what about now? I'm going to start adding with the ones. I'll start adding the red circles together. 3 plus 2 equals what? 3 plus 2 equals 5. So I'm going to start adding with the ones first. Don't forget we start adding with the ones then tens. And now let's add the tens. 50 plus 40. By the magical hand, 50 plus 40 equals 90. So now my answer, it will be 90 plus 5. 90 plus 5 direct, it will equal 95. If you don't make it direct, you will put tens and ones. Here 9 plus add 1 0, so I'm going to write 9 on the ones, on the tens, and here 5 without any zeros, so I'm going to write 5 here. So the answer, it will be 95. This is called decomposing math. What about the modeling or the place value math? Here 53, so I'm going to draw 5 rectangle bars on the tens. 3, so I'm going to draw 3 on the ones. 42, so I'm going to draw 4 rectangle bars on the tens and 2 and the ones. Now let's start adding the ones. So I'm going to start 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3, which is 5. Then we adding the tens, which is 4 plus 5, which is 9, so the answer it will be 95. To be more clear, let's go to the exercise. So find the result by using the decomposing method. So let's start. 16. So what is the first step? I'm going to write T-O. The first step I'm going to write T-O. 1 on the 10. So 1 on the 10 it will be 1 and 1 0. Great job. And what about 6 on the ones? I'm going to write 6 as it is without adding any zeros. 23. 2 on the tens, so I'm going to write 2 and 1 0. And what about the ones? It will be 3 without adding any 0. So now I represent 16 by decomposing math, and I will represent 23 by decomposing math. So what is the first step now? I'm going to start adding with the ones. So I'm going to start 6 plus 3 equals what? Put 6 in my mind, 3 in my finger. After 6, 7, 8, 9. So it will be 9, and I will write 9 on the ones. The red ball represents the ones, okay? And the blue ball represents the tens. 10 plus 20 equals 30. So I'm going to write 30 on the blue. Then I need to write the number 39. So I'm going to write 3 on the tens and 9 on the ones. So the answer it will be 39. But guys, what the meaning of without regrouping? Without regrouping means that the ones place it will be 9 or less than 9. No more 9. If the ones place it will be more than 9, it's called with regrouping. So today we are explaining without regrouping. So that means the ones place is not more 9. Let's solve this example. 81 plus 15. So what the first step? As usual, I'm going to write T-O. Let's decompose the number by decomposing math. 81. So I'm going to write 8 on the tens, so it will be 80. And what about the 1 in the ones? It will be 1 as it is. Now let's decompose 15. So 1 on the tens it will be 10. And what about the 5? It will be 5 as it is. What are the next step? The next step I will start adding the ones together. 5 plus 1 equals what? Put 5 in my mind, 1 in my finger. After 1, 6. Great job. So I'm going to write 6 on the red ball, which is the ones. 80 plus 10 equals what? 80 plus 10 equals 90. So I'm going to write it on the blue ball, which is tens. Now I need to write the answer 90 and 6. So the answer it will be 96. So guys, now it's called adding without regrouping by using decomposing math. Now we will make addition without regrouping by decomposing math. What the meaning of without regrouping? If you look at the ones, you can see the number is from 0 to 9, not more 9. So it's called without regrouping. Let's do it by place value math. Let's make it by place value math. 34 plus 42. 34, so I'm going to represent 3 here and 4 here. So 3 on the tens. What the meaning of the 3 on the tens by the modeling? I'm going to draw 3 rectangle bars. Great job. And what about the 4 in the ones? I'm going to draw, excellent, 4 small square. Great job. So now I represent 34 by decomposing math. What about place value math? What about 42? I'm going to represent 4 here and 2 here by place value math also. So 4 here, so I'm going to draw how many rectangle bars, guys? Excellent, 4 rectangular bars. And 2, how many small squares? 2 small squares. Great job. Then I will start adding the ones. With the ones. Here I have how many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to draw 6 on the ones. I'm going to draw 6 on the ones. Excellent. So it will be 6 on the ones. And what about the tens? How many rectangle part in the tens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great job. So I'm going to draw 7 rectangle boards. So now if you count, here you can find I have 7 and here I have 6 on the ones. So what is the answer? It will be 76. So it's called place value math. It's called place value math. I think it's too easy to complete the rest of the page. Thank you for watching and goodbye.